Okay, for those of you that have a 2022 Chevy Colorado or similar vehicle that has this type of a three-prong attachment, I recommend you get a Allen wrench. Well, this is a Torx, but this is a T15. Fits through the hole quite nicely. This one here on the side. The hole actually guides you pretty direct to where you go. You don't have to wiggle it forward or towards or away from you. Goes in, and that's where it ends up. And if you see that wire down there, you push it in and it just moves it out of the way. Like I said, if you measure your Allen wrench 2.5 inches, and I put this tape as a guide, that's how much you stick it through. Like I said, it goes in pretty straight, and it's right there. You just go a little bit more, and this side will pop out a little bit, and the same thing with the other side. See that spring right there? You do the same thing. See, it goes through. You can't use something very thick. I found this T15 to be perfect. You know, towards the end, you just gotta wiggle it a little bit more. But like I said, 2.5 inches, it'll butt up right against the spring, and then you just push it in a bit. Well, there it kind of wiggled through, because I've been messing with it, trying to use screwdrivers, and I probably bent the spring. But you can use something a little bit thinner that gives you more play. But this is what I found to work great. But again, I use screwdrivers, and I tried everything to get this thing out. So those little wire I'm pressing up against a little spring, I probably bent it a little bit. But like I said, this side fits pretty snug. It fits pretty snug through the show. Could you use something a tad thinner? You could, but then when you're trying to press against the spring, you're not going to have that much, you know, real estate pushing up against it. So big question is how to get this bottom one out. So that's a whole different ball game. So what I use is just a long, skinny, flat screwdriver. Stick it through the same hole. Oh, come on. Stick it through there. But you're gonna have to angle it down a bit. Angle it down, and you're gonna have to press it up. Like I said, you're just gonna have to feel it. There really is no other way but just pressing it up. I tried sticking two at the same time to see if using one from this side and one from the other side, pressing them together would lift that up, and it doesn't. It doesn't, unfortunately. So I don't know, I haven't seen any other trick on YouTube, but like I said, T15 works. It goes in kind of snug, 2.5 inches, and then just a little bit more releases that one. Same thing with the other side. Like I said, you could use something a little thinner. If it was solid throughout, of course the Torx, you know, the tips, you know, are a little tapered. But this one here, you just need to angle it down with a screwdriver and just lift this side up or this side, and it will move that last spring just up a tad. It'll take your airbag out. Hope this helps you guys, because I didn't see anybody else on YouTube helping on on this airbag. Share and like, follow. I don't put a lot of stuff, but you never know.